Okay, so it seems like there's been a pretty big update on the whole AliciaXLife situation, which we've been covering over the past couple of days, as it's been a pretty crazy one, right? And many VTubers and many creators in the space have been facing similar issues to her before, and it seems like, yeah, she's been another person who's been affected by YouTube essentially taking down her profile. Now, if you guys don't remember, essentially Alicia got targeted by one of those kind of like crypto hack things where essentially they start live streaming some crypto stuff, trying to essentially get people to fall for a scam, right? And they do this by hacking big accounts and botting their viewers, so that of course this gets pushed to everybody's feeds, and also it gets pushed to subscribers' feeds, and some people might believe in it and yeah, just try to fall for the scam essentially. But essentially what has happened is Alicia did end up getting rid of a lot of the hackers and a lot of the stuff that was kind of compromising her account, and managed to actually sort it all out. But it seems like just shortly after, YouTube went ahead and deleted two of her accounts, her two main accounts being AliciaXLife and AliciaXDeath. Now she has three, I'm pretty sure, whenever it comes to YouTube, which is, yeah, those two, and also AliciaXSleep, which didn't get taken down. But of course, the AliciaXDeath and AliciaXLife are the two bigger channels of the three, which again is very, very disappointing because, of course, it sucks. This is something that obviously she does. At least she makes a little bit of money off of it. I don't know how much, but of course, with how big her channels are and how many views they get, I'm sure it is a pretty hefty amount. And of course, being kind of away from YouTube and having your channel removed from YouTube is obviously going to affect that pretty heavily. And also, not to mention, this was all going on while she was going into surgery as well, which obviously sucks because it's added a lot of unnecessary stress on top of everything, to the point where she said that she felt like it was targeted, because obviously she's put posts before saying about her surgery and that she was going to go into it on a certain day. So maybe they planned it for that. We don't know, but of course, it seems like things have finally had a little bit of an update, and a little bit of a positive one, as she's put out this post here saying AliciaXDeath is back. So yeah, it seems like one of the channels is back up, saying, what's the first video I'm going to post? A body cam reaction to where a dude is caught blanking in a McDonald's parking lot. Again, absolutely crazy. They say AliciaXLife is still down, but I have a YouTube partner manager now. They told me that there was still more complications with that channel, but they're working on resolving it. So yeah, I mean, this seems like everything is finally getting, back up to what it used to be. And yeah, you can see AliciaXDeath is up. Now, it does have a couple of complications, like for some reason, like thumbnails not loading in for certain videos. And also, like for some reason, whenever you search up the account, it doesn't have a profile picture, even though when you click on it, it does. So obviously that's probably just some effects of it being deleted or removed at the time. And it seems like, yeah, she's been uploading and getting quite a lot of views as well, 16k, 12k, which is great to see that a lot of people have been supporting her. So definitely go and support her if you guys like this kind of content and like this kind of reaction stuff, because again, of course, she needs as much support as she can get, right? And of course, yeah, she still hasn't had the AliciaXLife account. Like, I'm pretty sure that's her main. I don't know if that's her main one, but it is one of the big ones, right? I'm not sure when that's going to come back, but it seems like they are working on it, and it is something that is working on in the background. Now, of course, we did talk about in the last video about Alicia being ghosted by YouTube support, which is absolutely horrible. So I'm very glad to hear that she has now got a YouTube partner manager, which essentially is a person that you can talk to at YouTube and essentially sort out a lot of your issues. Not many people get them, by the way, which again is very, very surprising. And of course, it's great though that she does have one, because she's had a lot of complications with this before, and hopefully this is someone that she can go to if it ever happens again, because it has happened quite a lot of times. So it might fix some of the issues in the future and solve things a little bit quicker than they have this time. And of course, it would be nice if this was a common thing for everybody that has a similar issue to her. But of course, I'm still glad that she has had this kind of help and everything like that. Now, obviously as well, she also says big love and thank you to Deputy Aru for reaching out and helping me as well. Obviously she's been getting involved and helping out. Obviously Rima saying, amazing news. A lot of people saying nice, I can't wait until the other channel's back. We need that Steven Universe goodness. They say at YouTube still beating the allegations, still isn't beating the allegations, which is true, right? Even though they have reinstated the account, I think a lot of people are still mad at YouTube, which is 100% what do you call it, justified, because of course, you know, they removed the account, A, after she kicked everybody out, but B, just decided to ignore her for a couple of days, which again, I think is absolutely crazy, especially whenever, you know, you're making money off this kind of stuff. And for some people, it is a job, right? And being ignored by support for days on end is crazy. But of course, you know, she did call that out publicly over on Twitter and other places like that, which also got a lot of fans and other VTubers mad because, you know, it sucks. You know, nobody wants this to happen to them. And, well, you know, it is just terrible that this has happened so many times to Alicia. But again, it seems like these videos are doing good. Of course, you know, it's got like, what, 1.5 thousand likes. A lot of people, you know, saying the queen has returned. She's returned to rule again. Said, oh, thank goodness you're back. Now we just wait for AliciaXLife to come back and try to figure out how to stop getting your channels hacked. Which, yeah, I think that is the 100% the next thing, the next step. And I'm sure that the YouTube partner manager is probably working on that as well with her in ways to kind of protect her account even further and avoid this from happening in the first place. Because, of course, that is probably one of the best things to kind of happen, is to avoid it, is to not have anything like this happening again in the future, because of course then you won't have any issues with YouTube support, right? Because I think, yeah, a lot of people just want to avoid a situation where they even have to contact YouTube support because of how terrible it is and because of how slow it is. But maybe, you know, she does have that kind of, you know, more direct line, I guess, to YouTube now, which I hope will help her out in the future. And I hope that, you know, this does kind of stop any of this kind of stuff from happening once again, because of course, you know, people are fed up, people are angry, and yeah, it seems like now though things are starting to look a little bit better. But yeah, as I said, you know, it doesn't mean though that every single problem is solved in terms of YouTube. I still think YouTube's support system sucks. You know, it's absolutely horrible. They should have a much easier way for creators to kind of, I guess, talk to YouTube, or a member of staff at YouTube who can help them out, because of course, you know, everybody has these kinds of issues all of the time. And, you know, sometimes whenever it comes to things like, for example, like in Alicia's case, accounts being removed, you can't always go to that live chat, which is in your YouTube studio, because if your account is removed, well, what are you supposed to do, right? And, you know, then that's what happens whenever people then resort to going on Twitter, because they have the Twitter support system, which again, I think is completely stupid, because I don't know why they do that, because it makes them look terrible. Because of course, it's almost like you have to publicly call out YouTube every time you get like hacked, or every time you get like some kind of issue with your account. It doesn't even have to be hacked. It could be like, I don't know, a monetization issue or something like that, which I think is absolutely crazy. And, you know, it's just insane that you have to at them on Twitter out of everything, rather than like having some kind of email to support, or like a live chat. You know, a live chat would probably be one of the best things that they could do in terms of, you know, getting people, you know, the support that they need to, especially outside of YouTube Studio, because they do have a live chat in YouTube Studio. But, you know, just kind of have that same feature, have the same live chat, the same people, right? But have it available to people outside of YouTube Studio, so you can contact them from the outside, right? Because of course you can have big issues, and hopefully, you know, then they can help you more, I guess, you know, tailored to you, right? Because that is why live chats are so great. It's because you can explain your situation to a person, and they can understand and get it sorted for you, right? Whereas if you're emailing backwards and forwards, someone just might forget, they might just you know, ignore it or whatever, and nothing ever gets solved, right? But I think with a live chat, you're actually speaking to someone in real time, and they've got to get it sorted then and there. If not, they, you know, have some kind of thing to kind of sort it out later on or whatever, which again, usually does seem to be the best kind of outcome, and usually tends to be the best way to contact a support member. But again, as I said, they don't have anything like that, which definitely does suck. So I wish they, you know, could add something like that. But of course, in Alicia's case, she does have a YouTube partner manager, which is, yeah, obviously someone who will be handling a lot of that kind of stuff now. And hopefully, yeah, it does avoid stuff from happening in the future as well. But yeah, I mean, that is essentially all there is for this situation. I just kind of want to keep you guys up to date, as we have been covering this for the past couple of days. Hopefully, AliciaXLife does come back soon. But of course, AliciaXDeath is back. And yeah, it seems like things are finally looking up, are finally getting better, and things might finally, you know, kind of fix itself. But yeah, I mean, that's about all I got. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go over to GameStop, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.